Hi friends, how are you today? I am good and I hope that you are too. Welcome to KG's Corner and this is KG. Thank you for choosing to click on this channel. It's really appreciated. Please don't think it actually goes by unnoticed, and thank you for subscribing. I know that my topics can actually, well, do tend to be maybe slightly what can I say, off the cuff from our usual conversations and mainstream. And today's topic is no different. Today I just want to hop in quickly and discuss why one needs a teacher in order to meditate, in order to begin meditation. Why do we need a meditation teacher? Meditation is a buzzword. It's always trended for ever since I've known it. There've been self-help gurus advocating meditation, advocating mindfulness, etc. For me, my meditation journey started, I think I was 24, 23, 24, and it was actually because I've always been uh, looking for answers. I have traumas, very unfortunate traumas, incidents that happened as I was growing up that made me question how can something so terrible happen to an innocent child, because I was a child when these incidents happened, you understand, like violating incident that violates one's person. But these incidents happened when I was a little girl and nobody was there to protect me, and in order also to protect myself, because the things that actually happened were way beyond my own understanding. And I was afraid that if I reported these things, then things, maybe unfortunate things, might happen to me, because I knew that those things were not supposed to be happening to me, but they happened. And when you're a kid and something beyond you happens, you really don't know how to deal with it. And those things I internalized because I didn't know how to express them. I was in fear to express these incidents. So take that to being an adult unconsciously. So these things were shoved down by my by something deep inside of me. I don't want to use words like unconscious, subconscious, etc., because those have a limitation to them. So I think these things were buried deep inside of me because I didn't know how to express them. And as a kid, you're supposed to be a kid, and I was busy being a kid. And teenagehood came and other traumas happened. So by the time I was an adult, I had so many things deep inside of me that I had forgotten that I was carrying. So because I was also, without realizing, always reading, seeking for understanding, why this, why that, what kind of a creator would allow an innocent child to go through so many unfortunate incidents, you know? So fast forward to my adult life. I started reading self-help books, and I came across meditation and yoga and breathing, and I was reading the benefits. So for me, because my mind was always like in my quiet time, my mind was always questioning why. So when I found these books, I would read, bury myself, and without realizing, I was doing work on myself, finding the inner child, the wounded child, because the self-help books were very, they had direction. You were not reading just for the sake of reading. You had an end goal as to why you're reading a certain book. So I came across mindfulness, I came across meditation, I came across self-inquiry. This is the beginning of my 20s. So as I was reading, I was doing. So I started meditating, and my meditations, unbeknownst to me, when I would meditate, I would come across these things that happened that I thought that I had were no longer active in me. You know, the traumas from my childhood, from my teenagehood, they came to the surface. Mind you, I was in my 20s, right? Early 20s, 23, 24. And when I was meditating, I would actually, in my stillness, quietly, memories came back. Slowly, these memories came back, flooding back sometimes. And because I didn't know how to deal with these emotions that welled up, these memories that came to the surface, then I had a nervous breakdown. I just, because the person that I was not equipped to deal with those traumas, you understand? So I had a nervous breakdown. I had to actually go to hospital and stay there for a bit, and psychologists, I had psychology sessions where I was actually now talking through the issues. So this to say that meditation is actually a very important tool, but you cannot embark on meditation without having someone that can actually be your support system, maybe be your guide, like guide you, because it's another terrain. It's like life. You go out of your house and you go out into the world. You go on the internet, and that is actually another world. Also inside of us is another world, is memories, and these memories are brought on. If you smell something, the memory comes back. If you hear a song, the memory. So that goes to show that there's a world inside of us that exists, that we are not actually familiar with. We are familiar with the memories, but these memories, the fact that you don't remember them doesn't mean that they are not there. So we need a guide, someone to guide us, and so that when we start meditation and we encounter certain things internally, and then there is someone who can actually then be able to, so you can have someone who actually coaches you. You do for five. You start with like a short meditation session in the beginning, say for 5 minutes, and gradually 10 minutes. And as the meditation time expands, the deeper you go inside yourself. And the purpose of meditation is going inside yourself and looking at the traumas as an adult. Okay, if you're an adult, okay, you as an adult, you can look at those traumas, and then you can actually dispel the charge within the traumas. You can actually see them as an adult, and then deal with them and let them go, so they stop being triggers. So it's memories inside of us that have many charges, and these charges are triggered by certain stimuli in your everyday life. So the more you meditate, the more you actually are able to dispel the triggers inside of yourself, or maybe dispel the charges, so that we are less triggered by circumstances, by people, because it just takes just as much as it takes a smell for you to remember an old memory. It also takes for someone to laugh in a certain way, to say a certain word that actually triggers a trauma to come to the fore and react. So it is not you, the adult, who's reacting, it's the wounded person inside of you from the time you were a child to the time that you are today. So until you start meditating, looking within yourself, you are at the mercy of the traumas that are triggered by external stimuli. So the reason why we need a teacher is so that you don't have the same incident that I had, that many other people may have, where you look inside yourself and you find so many traumas. There are so many of them that you have no expertise yourself, because you're just looking at yourself. You have no experience of how to deal with them. So meditation, this actually goes to show us that meditation is actually very, very important, because then you can release traumas that are preventing you from reaching your destiny. You are releasing, it helps you to release traumas that are preventing you from living your life as you should live, as the way that you were created, divinely created to live your life. So I've just come through to share with you that you need a teacher for if you are on a journey to actually find who you are. Who is this I that I'm always saying I am? Then you need a teacher. If you're a serious seeker of realizing yourself, it's called self-realization. And you can read as many books, but the reading is supposed to be inner directed, and as you become inner directed, then you should start doing, because I realize that you can get knowledge, but it's practicing the knowledge that moves you from point A to point Z. All right. So and also if you do meditate, the subject of your meditation is very important, because most people would say, I meditate and nothing happens. But if you are meditating and the subject of your meditation is yourself, you're wanting to make money, that to progress, there's nothing wrong with that. But we must also understand that real meditation means going inside yourself and finding the original I, the original I am. Because if relatively, if I'm saying I am, I'm talking about this physical. When I'm thinking I'm going to do this, I'm thinking about the physical. Most of us, when we say I am or I, we're just talking about the physical structure. But eventually, meditation should be able to make you find who is I in this whole spectrum of who I am. All right, so we start with the external, and we look and you find your thoughts, and you find your wishes, you find your desires, but those are not who you are. Those desires and thoughts have been impulsed by your favorite celebrity. Some people they say I am, but you find that person looks exactly like their hero, their celebrity. Like, let's say a person says I am great. Of course you're great, but the I that you're thinking, your everyday thinking is thinking of, is a person who looks probably like let's say maybe Kim Kardashian, maybe Nicki Minaj. The hair, the nails, the body, you find that is all a false self. It's a false image of yourself. So what I'm talking about here is actually something much deeper, that is inside yourself. The real you is the original you, without the clothing, without even the physical body, the you that you were before you were born. That's the you that we're talking about, that I'm talking about here. So meditation helps you to locate the real I, which is who you were before you were born. All right. I hope this makes sense, and I hope I didn't ramble as much today. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget to remember that you are loved here. And whenever you click on my channel, I would like every time at the end of each video for you to have a deeper quest of life, of self, of whatever. So I hope that you've actually gained something that would inspire you to look beyond your everyday. All right? And remember that you are the greatest and that you are loved. When you come to KG's Corner, you must know that that is actually where you will get a reflection, a projection of your next best. You will get that. I hope you will. That's my intention. And then don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I really appreciate it if you comment. And thank you for those who have subscribed. I really appreciate it, and know that the reason why I come here is to leave a legacy of what I've learned, and the legacy is for you to actually not be afraid to look deep within yourself and know that nothing will happen, and to dare to be you. You know, to be to come from the original I, to come from the original you before you were born. You understand, the you that your mom and dad dreamt of before they created you, that was seeded in them before they created you. So therefore you are the greatest, and you are loved more than ever. And remember to love all those around you. No matter what happens, love reigns supreme. So if you love, if you project love, it is actually what you get in return, and that love is able to actually attract more love around you. And forgive those who have hurt you, because forgiveness cleanses the vessel and allows you to attract more goodness. It cleanses whatever it is way beyond and above our traumas that we carry inside. It's just like a soothing salve. I know that it's very difficult. It's very, very difficult to forgive, and it's very, very difficult to love in spite of hurt. So it's just the most humane thing that we can do for ourselves and the other. And finally, remember to research everything that you come across, every information. No matter if it sounds good, please research it before you make it your own truth. And remember that everything that is around you, that embeds itself in your mind, create. So be wary of the music that you keep in your head. Let it be positive vibes, positive music that gives positive thoughts. And having said that, remember that I love you and I thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Please take care. You are great and you are loved right here. Thank you. Bye.